Philip Chance here. And you are absolutely getting your fix here on
Gale Radio with your hosts, Babs and Gale. Coming to you live from Syracuse Studios.
Welcome, everybody, to the Disney episode of Metal Gal Radio. We were discussing what the hell could we talk about today. And then this one starts playing Beauty and the Beast songs.
Because why not?
And I know this has absolutely nothing to do with the genre at all, but I think that's the point of these episodes where we could just feel free to talk about whatever interests us at the moment or whatever's on our minds. And we are both Disney kids.
Yes.
From what I can recollect. You're just as obsessed as I am. Recollect.
That's the word of the day, recollect.
Recollect? So
Yes.
what's your favorite Disney movie?
Ooh.
Because I feel like I wanted to say it was Beauty and the Beast, but I don't know. It's really hard to pick one.
I was just going to say, I feel like it depends on the category. Like if you go like favorite princess movie or favorite like monster movie, like favorite animal related movie.
Okay. All right. All right. So then in that case, like, all right, favorite princess. We'll break it down.
Yeah, I would have to say Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
Favorite monster movie? I know it's kind of cliche, but I think Monsters, Inc.
I don't think that's cliche.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you like?
Well,
you
I
just
mean
for,
like monster, like I guess like creature movie.
But it's such a beloved movie.
I think it's like I love that movie, but definitely runner up would be Sword in the Stone.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, that's one thing I really enjoyed about Disneyland that they had that Disney World doesn't have. What they have, the actual stone, and you can pull the stone up. Wow, you could pull the sword from it, and I was not successful. Like I went there in a group of 4, and only one person was able to do it, and he was definitely not the strongest. So I think it's rigged. But even still, I thought it was a cute little thing to put there.
Maybe it's like every certain person that like every amount of people that go, it comes out.
I was thinking that too. It's kind
Like
of
every 20 people or something, you know?
yeah, like maybe it's rigged in the same way that like Atlantic City is like rigged. You go around to all the different slot machines and you could play the same one, but then the second you step away from it, that lurker comes up and just cashes on a quarter. I don't know. I watched that episode of Friends last night where Joey was in Las Vegas, so that was fresh in my mind.
No, that makes
like
more sense now.
I know.
I was like, wait a second.
It's a Friends reference in an indirect way, clearly. Oh, well, my favorite princess.
Oh, wait, hold on. Favorite animal movie?
Probably the same as mine. I'm going to guess that it might be.
It's a toss-up between Jungle Book and Robin Hood. Like animal-themed Disney movie.
So The Lion King's not in there? In that category? Or like
it's definitely up there. It's definitely like in my top 3.
Okay. Because I feel...
You know what it is about The Lion King? I love The Lion King, but I always cry.
Oh, no, me too.
Like,
me too.
I mean, granted, I cry in Robin Hood too,
but it's different. Lion King's really hard hitting. You know, a lot of that's not the only Disney movie to be based on Shakespeare's work, and I think that I don't know, it just cuts a little too deep. I'll agree. I feel like when I'm watching The Jungle Book, it's like a feel good kind of like fun movie. Like, yeah, I know obviously the end, like it gets a little like, whoa, what's gonna happen now?
But I'm okay with that in movies. If it's like 1 or 2 scenes where it's like, all right, I'm gonna tear up a little bit, I'm okay with that. But if I'm like
crying throughout,
yeah,
like I'm sorry, I will be the first to admit I'm crying throughout the entire Lion King, and it's like
Tarzan for me too.
Tarzan's really fucking emotional. Like they really don't. Disney does not play.
No.
I feel that when like right from the opening of the Lion King, even though it's not, I'm not sad crying. I'm like, some music is just so powerful that it just like raises goosebumps all over your body, and you're like, and that's what the Lion King does for me.
And I think you like knowing that we've watched it so many times now, you anticipate everything that happens in that movie.
Yes.
So it's like almost like
Yeah.
anticipation tears. Like, can I handle this
Yes.
today?
How about when we went and see it in 3D?
Oh my gosh.
That was so amazing. But
The live action, I cried too.
oh
I went
yeah,
with Mary and Lele, and
Lele.
we freaking the opening scene. I'm crying my eyes out. Mary's like, "What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you crying?" I'm like, "It's so
It's so
good.
good that
The animals."
either you get it or you don't, and
No,
you know what I mean. Either you get it or you don't. And the Lion King for me, wow, tears, just always tears.
and that soundtrack,
I know.
Elton John and Tim Rice. That was like,
It was such a
that was the best thing
great.
Disney could have done for that movie.
Yeah, I fully agree. I'm trying to think. They always pick like Disney always picks like that one big star to like like for Tarzan it was Phil Collins, for Lion King it was Elton John, to do the soundtrack, and
There really wasn't much topping after those.
it really
I mean,
I will have
a
to
lot of
agree
people
with
will
you.
rave on the Frozen soundtrack, which I mean, it's decent, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not. It doesn't meet the statures of the Lion King
It
at all,
doesn't.
or even Tarzan.
I no, I agree with you on that. I feel like with Frozen, and I'm not trying to knock Frozen at all. I think that I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to introduce like a new the princess slash adventure movie, and it worked. It absolutely worked. But for people that are in our age range and experience the Disney Renaissance, it's really hard for me to look at Frozen and say, "Oh yeah, that's definitely in my top whatever," because it's just nowhere close to being in my top of anything.
Understandable.
And then it just come on. And then the songs just everywhere, like just enough.
I like Into the Unknown, but that wasn't even in the first one. That was the second one,
Well,
and that's like the
I
only
like it
song.
when Brandon Urie sang it.
That was fucking dope. I did not expect that. And then
I
I heard that he covered it, and I was like, I gotta listen to it. And wow,
Yeah, no, when you played it for me, that was the first time that I ever heard that, and I love Brandon Urie's voice, so I was immediately like, "What? He did what?"
yeah, he nailed that. He also did a couple songs off of the Greatest Showman soundtrack too.
Which I still have yet to see. I know that. Oops,
You know what's funny about that movie though? That movie is like so beyond false. It's like not even funny.
Beyond False. When,
Like it's supposed to be about P.T. Barnum, and P.T.
oh,
Barnum.
so it's supposed to be like an unofficial, inspired by sort of
Yeah, if
story.
P.T. Barnum was a good guy, that's what the movie would be. And even in the movie, he's like kind of like "Bah."
Interesting.
He's not great in the movie.
Oh,
Like a great guy, I mean. Hugh Jackman fucking did a really good job in that movie. But
he
I
usually
mean, they kind of
does.
made him look kind of like a jerk idiot and freaking in the movie too, but he was a lot more of a jerk idiot in real life than
I don't know anything about like I don't know really details of this man's life for me to like if I saw that movie I have nothing to compare to. It's
watch the honest trailer for it.
the honest trailer
That's the
for
best summary, 2-minute summary of that movie
big
and
yikes.
what P.T. Barnum was just a touch of what P.T. Barnum was like as a person behind it. And it's like sad because I've always no, well, I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this. I've always been a fan of the circus. And it's not because of the animals and stuff. I mean, yeah, seeing the animals is like an added bonus, but if they had the circus without animals, I would be perfectly content with that. It's the clowns. I
Oh.
just like going to see the clowns and hang out with my clown friends.
Listen, we have the knowledge that we've learned more about like the circus and institutions or entertainment like that really, it's on the same line as SeaWorld, right? Like I remember going to SeaWorld when I was a kid and not really fully gripping like what was happening, how they had to wrangle, these animals basically into that kind of space. I just was like, I'm a kid and wow, there's this huge fucking whale there. That's awesome. But so I feel like I'm in the same boat as you were to say like I love the circus, and even when I was younger, I was in awe of seeing the animals, but now as an adult, obviously, I'm like free them all. I will literally go there and I mean, I won't, don't arrest me, but like I want to go there and just break them all out.
And the
It's not
sad thing
cool, it's not
is,
fair. And they can keep a circus running without animals. They
they
could do
totally
that.
could. The problem with the animals at that point is that they go to release the animals into the wild, and some of them are like their pure instincts kick in and are like, "Oh yeah, we're cool. We could like be let into the wild and nothing will happen." Other of them are just so desensitized to being in captivity and living in captivity their whole lives. So it's like they go release them into the wild, and the animals, like especially like the tigers and stuff, they're just like
They don't know how to survive because they haven't been taught.
they've
That's
been
so just
fed their whole
sad.
lives like since they were babies and stuff, so they don't know how to hunt. Like simple things like that should come second nature to them.
Yeah.
There's actually a really interesting documentary that I want to talk about for a minute. Let me think. I can't think of the guy's name right now.
Was it something that you saw like relating to Disney or to
It
the animal?
two
Like,
animals.
well, you watch a lot of Discovery.
Yes,
That
and
that might
actually
have been
this
where it's
just
at.
premiered on Discovery Plus, but I want to look up the guy's name so I don't. Okay, Phil Demers. Phil Demers. We'll call him Phil. We'll just call him Phil because we know a lot of Phils on here.
We do.
Phil came out with a documentary, and it's called The Walrus and the Whistleblower. And he actually used to be, I'm not sure if he was a trainer or a scientist. I'd have to watch it. I watched some of it, and I love walruses, so it's kind of hard to watch. But he
Mm.
used to work at this place called Marineland, which is pretty much like the Canadian version of SeaWorld. And he became close with this walrus named Smushy,
Oh,
and
Smooshy.
Smushy. And unfortunately, like he got let go from Marineland because a lot of like stuff was coming out about Marineland. The old owner was a hoarder, and there was one point where they had like an exuberant amount of beluga whales because he kept like 6 beluga whales in like a swimming pool,
Oh
and they
my
just kept
god.
breeding and breeding and breeding. And Phil has actually come out like
Jesus.
with this documentary talking about like the horrors of this place. And it's sad because he hasn't been there in years, but like apparently Smushy's still alive and is like still in there. And the last he heard, she was supposed to get transported to the zoo in Germany, and apparently she never was transported, and they said that she was pregnant, so they couldn't transport her. But at that point she was like 13 years old, which at that point they say it's like impossible for a walrus to get pregnant. It's like a 90-year-old woman getting pregnant.
Whoa.
So he doesn't know like how it happened, but they don't know if like he pretty much doesn't know if she passed on or not. Like he's like trying to find out if she has and stuff. It's like really sad,
But
but it's just
that's really dark to think about. Just how like in a fucking swimming pool, like how that's really inhumane. And like this guy interviewed or shown at any point to like fucking explain himself? Like, not that there's
I
really
don't even think
there
he's
is
alive
no
anymore, but like
there
that's what
is. Oh, okay,
they've been
okay.
trying to get this place shut down, but like they keep like fighting back and like countersuing him and stuff like that. Like he's not allowed to post. Like he posted something on Twitter, and he wrote what if I think it was like what a beautiful day to steal a walrus or something along the lines of that, because it was at the point where he was going to go to Marineland and like kidnap Smushy.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I would too.
Oh boy.
I would in a
Yeah,
heartbeat,
yeah,
you know.
but to say it publicly,
Well,
you
that was the
might not
thing.
be successful
He
because
didn't
people are gonna be watching
he
you.
kind of just like kind of said it like as a joke,
Mm.
like not really thinking of anything of it. And there was like FBI agents at his house. Like he posted it, went upstairs, took a shower, got out of the shower, went to go look on Twitter, and there was
That
like 12 cops at his house.
that's what I'm saying. Like you put anything online nowadays, even if it's just you joking around and you have no intention, like
Well, that's the crazy thing. Not a lot of people were like really talking about this, and the reason why it's becoming such like a big thing now is because Joe Rogan heard his story and had him on quite a few times talking about it, because Joe obviously loves animals and stuff.
mhm.
So because of that, it like blew up out of like not out of proportion. It should blow up even more. but they came out with the documentary. Now it's on Disney Plus,
Discovery.
Discovery
Yeah.
Plus. But it's real sad, but safe smushy.
Safe smushy, guys.
I want a pet walrus.
I'm gonna have to look up this story now. A pet walrus. If I could have
Imagine a walrus
an
just sitting
exotic
behind us.
bro, if I could have an exotic pet and like you see the thing is I would love a panther, but then I think about a place for a panther is not with me. So unless I move my ass into a jungle, which isn't happening, I could never have a panther as a pet.
You have a panther already.
I do. I do have a little baby panther by the name of Gaston, rounding it back to Disney.
I thought you were gonna say a tortoise.
What? A tortoise? Explain yourself. Why did you think I was going to say tortoise for?
I don't know. I just picture a little tortoise with a little hat on in your basement.
I've never been a reptile person. I've never owned a reptile. My brother he owned like snakes and turtles, and he has a something called a blue tongue skink that he named Beetlejuice.
He's a man.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fucking awesome. He's had him for so many years now. I want to say like for the better part of a decade.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But I guess you're making me think about what might be my favorite like movie as far as like just in general, like, and
We'll do in category. We'll go favorite princess movie.
See, this is really well, it's definitely The Little Mermaid, even though it's really weird watching it as an adult and I'm just like, you dumb bitch, you really just gave up your family for a guy that you've known for 2 seconds.
Look at this girl. Isn't she neat? Wouldn't she make my collection complete?
Honestly, I'm just like, but I love the
and
story.
she lost her voice in the process, so I guess that karma's a bitch.
Yeah, lost her, like literally gave up everything. But putting all of that crap aside, I love the music. I love her and that the whole kit and caboodle for Little Mermaid. So, but I guess creature movie. Oh, I don't know why I struggle to think like in my head like creatures other than like Monsters Inc. So
well, there's like
what would
Pete's
you
Dragon
categorize?
would be one.
What about no, not even Zootopia. That's like animal movie. Like I thought Zootopia was really cute that was Disney, right? Or am I thinking was that Pixar? I get a lot of them confused. If it's animated, immediately I just think it's Disney.
Oh well, I guess Avatar is that. Well, that's James Cameron. Is that's still Disney? So that would be like a creature. That's like a creature movie. Anything that's not human or animals, I guess, pretty much.
That didn't capture my interest, and I know a lot of people went crazy over Avatar. It just wasn't. I was like, like it looks cool. I see why they create a ride after it in Animal Kingdom, but I don't know. It just didn't stick with me. So, but out of like the animal movies are the hardest because you got like 101 Dalmatians and Aristocats as like the oldies, but then you have, I don't know. I feel like it might be the Lion King, even though it's like a really sad one. It's just like it has everything in it. It has like comedy and the sadness and the I don't know. It feels like a feature length film.
No, if you said like Bambi or The Fox and the Hound, then I would be concerned. But if you say The Lion King, like that's
okay.
That's a classic.
What movie makes you? Is it The Lion King that makes you like bawl your eyes out like out of all of them?
Like uncontrollably?
For me, it's Dumbo.
Dumbo was really fucking sad.
Dumbo just fucking like what is up with that? Meant for kids, my ass.
I would say it's a toss up between Dumbo and Fox and the Hound. That movie's like really, really fucking sad.
Okay, you're gonna have to refresh my memory because I have seen it so many times and yet I don't remember how it ends. Spoiler alert, everybody.
To be honest, I feel like one of them. Does one of them die?
Fuck.
Or like they come close to it. I remember. I don't even remember their fucking names.
It's been a while. That's what I'm saying. Like I remember
she has the fox and she lets the fox go. Like after like he starts getting older, and then he like grows up in the woods, and they start becoming a Todd.
Todd
Todd was
was
the
the
fox, and then what was the dog's name?
shit. My brother's like cursing me right now somewhere.
I have to look it up.
No,
You know
no,
what my
please,
favorite
please
part
do.
about that movie was fucking Boomer, the woodpecker.
Oh,
He was my favorite. Oh my god! But
cute.
yeah, she lets him go, and he comes back, and like something happens. But I remember it being like really sad.
You know, I don't know. Dumbo did it for me. It's like
Copper, and then
Copper.
Vixie was the girl.
Mm.
And let's see if there's like a summary of it.
I feel that out of like when I think of original scores that I love, um, I don't know, Beauty, Sleeping Beauty stands out to me. Wait, I have to sneeze.
God bless you.
Thank you. Sleeping Beauty really stands out to me. It was still that era of Disney where like everything was that almost eerie chorus in the background. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Think I think
Now
that
I'm
was a
reading this
50s
and I
thing.
remember this. Okay, so apparently there was another dog, Chief. Remember he was like the older dog?
Yes,
And
I do.
apparently like Copper and Chief Copper teaches Chief how to become like a hunting dog, and they both grow up, and Todd still like wants to be friends with Copper,
Mhm.
and Copper's like, I don't think it's a good idea. Chief is like gonna get pissed and like mad and stuff, and then Mrs. Tweed, the old lady, she starts putting like traps down, and something happens. Meanwhile, Slade and Copper trespass to preserve to hunt Todd. Yeah, I remember that. So the dogs, she sends the dogs out to hunt him, and there's what's her name? Todd's girlfriend Vixie. Remember the
Yeah.
girl? The two of them. They're trying to avoid. They like throw a fire down the hole,
Yeah.
and they're trying to avoid that. But there's something like a bear shows up,
Oh my
and like the
god.
bear
I don't like
and
where this is going.
the
I'm really happy I forgot this actually
with
because
the
it
bear
sounds
gone, a
traumatizing.
bewildered Copper approaches Todd as he lies exhausted near the bank of the waterfall creek. When Slade appears, Copper positions himself in front of Todd to prevent Slade from shooting him, refusing to move away. Slade lowers his guns and leaves Copper because Todd got stuck in the trap. As he got stuck in one of the traps, and the guy comes over and goes to shoot him, and the dog stands in front of him like not to shoot him. Tweed
For
nurses
fuck's
Slade back to
sake.
health while Chief and Copper rest. Copper, before going to sleep, smiles on a day when he met Todd. Yeah, so freaking, I guess like everything's like happy in the end, but I remember he like gets like really fucked up, and the dog like realizes like Copper like stands in front of him like at the end of the day, that's my friend.
Oh my god. See, this is what like there's some heavy subjects for kids in these movies that I don't
That's what they
know.
grew up being friends, and then all of a sudden he got like to be an adult, and like everyone assumed that Copper was gonna be the one to Todd was gonna be the one that like attacked the farm and like all that stuff because he's a
Mhm.
fox, and it turns out it was the dog that like had it instilled in his head that he had to hunt.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
And meanwhile, it was the bear that came along and ruined everything.
How
I
about
can't right now.
yo, fuck that bear. Speaking of bears, uh
Did you see Brave?
that's where exactly where I was going. I love that brave. I love that brave. Do you hear me? I love that brave.
Athena's not allowed to watch that movie
Why?
because every time she watches it, she like gets like in this like pissy ass mood and like freaking like starts talking back to her mom.
Oh, for fuck's
I
sake.
guess like how the girl is in the movie or whatever, and she's
Yeah,
like,
well
I
she
hope
should
you get turned into a bear."
she should fucking rewatch the end then because the whole point of that movie is that the girl and the mother like bond, you know, while she's trying to like spoiler alert, like the mom turns into a fucking bear and the daughter and her have to like figure out a way to get her back to being human. And during this they grow closer. So
Some
your
movies
niece
just
should
tweak.
really take another watch at that ending.
It's kids though. Some movies just like, excuse me, they just like tweak on certain movies
Yeah.
and shows too. Like there's this show they watch, Marcia and the Bear. That show is freaking
Marcia
cracked.
and the
It's pretty
bear? What
much
is
like
that?
this little girl that gets like abandoned in the woods by her family, which should be like a sign to the animals like then and there that like something's wrong. I swear this little girl's like on crack. I'll play you an episode when we're done with the podcast. It's on Netflix. It's like short, but it's like
What the fuck?
she lives in the woods with these like village of animals and stuff like that. But this little girl is like on speed, like all the time. And like, I don't know, every kid that I've sat down and watched this with, they literally stop watching it and they're like jumping off the fucking walls because she's
What?
like that.
Okay, so they kind of just absorb like the behaviors of the
Her tweakness,
characters.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's the
her
weird.
tweakness.
No, this little girl is like cracked out of her mind. There was an episode
Oh
where
my
like
god.
it was Bear's birthday and everyone's like planning like a birthday party for him. And she just kept talking about her birthday, which was like 3 months later.
Chill
And
out, kid. Chill out, Marsha.
but you think about it, she's like growing up with animals instead of like parents. Maybe that's why, but like it's just so weird. Freaking Russian cartoon show for kids.
Fucking weird. What was like a song that stands out to you out of like Disney films? Okay, no, I'll break it down. Favorite villain song.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said be our guest. Be
Those
prepared.
fucking
Be
forks are
prepared.
evil. Me too.
Definitely.
Me too.
Jeremy Irons is the man.
Jeremy Irons is the shit. You know what's interesting about that is that's the first role he took after portraying Humbert in Lolita, and he was severely. Well, that movie was just pretty much after that. Everyone kind of just saw him as Humbert, this perv, and like they don't think anybody wanted to give him parts. And if anybody has seen this remake of Lolita, you definitely understand it's just disturbing to watch. It's I don't even want to like go over the synopsis of that. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. So that was the first role he took on after Lolita, and it was the perfect segue to kind of get back into doing projects because he didn't have to be seen. Now he's just really known for Scar, if you think about it. And like Die Hard 3, which is like the best Die Hard. Fight me on that. Be like,
Fight me.
I they're all good, but the third one, no, I won't say all. That last one wasn't so hot. But
It
yeah.
happens.
So Jeremy Irons, that song is definitely iconic.
Remember where Scar did another cameo in a movie, in a Disney movie?
I feel like no. Like I'm just gonna say no because I'm gonna sit here and know that I saw it and I can't think of where. Sorry.
There's a scene in Hercules where Hercules has a lion on like his head and his shoulders, and it's Scar.
Wait, it like a headdress type thing? Oh fuck. I didn't know that.
If you
Or
look,
if I did realize it, Lauren probably right now is being like, "What the fuck, Nicole?" Because that's
I'm gonna
That's
pull it
Lauren's
out.
favorite. Lauren's favorite Disney movie is Hercules.
Hercules.
Mm-hmm.
Good choice, Lauren. Hades is
It's a
my
good one.
favorite.
Hades is one of the best villains ever. Um, when I think of like, it's when I think of sidekick songs, I think of "Never Had a Friend Like Me," obviously, because Robin Williams is just he's wonderful. And now she's now showing me. Oh shit!
Look at the eye.
For those of you listening, Lucy just showed me the animated GIF of Hercules ripping the headdress of Scar off of him. That's pretty sick. I love when they do that. There's all these theories and how people make connections with the different characters. I think that there's supposed to be a connection between the characters in Rapunzel and the ones in Frozen, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
literally just found a website that has 11 Disney Easter eggs you may have missed.
Is does one of them have to do? I know there was something entangled, or rather,
I'll look in.
Rapunzel was seen in another movie,
Let's
and
see.
it might have been Frozen, and I think another one might be the Little Mermaid. That
Yeah. Apparently Mickey Mouse was in Frozen. Which, whatever, is what it is. Lady and the Tramp Gang in 101 Dalmatians.
Yep.
The
I
Twilight
remember
Bark
that one.
scene in 101 Dalmatians. You see Lady, Peg, Jock, and Bull. Mickey and Pals in The Little Mermaid. When King Triton arrives to his daughter's concert, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy are seated in the audience.
Okay, what the fuck? I never saw that.
We have to look for this shit now. California signs in Beauty and the Beast. When Maurice is in the woods, path is labeled Anaheim.
Oh, fuck. What?
And the Valencia path is the shadow and frightening looking one. The happy, pretty looking one is Anaheim because it was saying that they did that purposely so it looked like he was going. Anaheim is where Disney is.
Yeah. That's so sick.
Itty Bitty Beast in Aladdin. Let's
The
see.
figures, right? When the Sultan's playing with the figures. Yeah. Aladdin is another one I just I was just saying about the Never Had a Friend Like Me. That I fucking love Aladdin so much.
Belle was in Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yes. Yes, I recall that one. In the blue dress.
Out there.
Living in the sun.
Look closely and you'll also spot the rug from Aladdin and Pumbaa hanging from a stick from The Lion King.
Okay, yes. Yeah, I think it was what the hell they do with the pig? What are they called? They roasting a pig, basically.
For anybody who is curious about Scar and Hercules. I mean, that's clearly Scar.
Oh yeah. 1000%.
Mrs. Potts and the puppy and Tarzan. When Tarzan introduces his new friends to his ape family, watch carefully during the scene where gorillas turn Professor Porter upside down. Among the items in his pockets is a mini plush of Little Brother, the cute puppy from Mulan. Dumbo and Lilo and Stitch.
I don't know about that one.
Dumbo could be seen on an easel in Lilo's room. They did that with Monsters Inc. too. The toys in Boo's room were toys from Toy Story.
Did you ever see a little picture that Boo has on her closet door? It's very inappropriate. A little drawing of two people having sex.
Stop, no.
Yeah.
I have to look at that now. Stitch was in Treasure Planet. Disney animator jazz group in The Princess and the Frog.
You know what? Okay. I haven't read many of the original stories of things compared to Disney's renditions, but the one that disturbed me the most was Peter Pan.
Oh,
Actually,
Mulan fucked me up.
Peter Pan for me, I mean, in the novel, he would kill off the Lost Boys for not listening to him, and he was just really fucked up. He was so fucked up. And in the movie you kind of get the feel that he is that way. It's just obviously they're not going to show that kind of violence.
He reminds me of somebody. I can't say who, but he reminds me of a celebrity.
Wait, Peter Pan reminds you of celebrity? And you can't say who? What, can you whisper it? Whisper it to me.
Read my mind.
They won't. I can't. I literally can't. Fucking Peter Pan.
Somebody who's been coming out in the media recently as being a bad man. Who? Jack Frost.
Charles.
Oh, I thought you said Jack Frost.
No, Charles.
Marilyn Manson.
How the fuck does Peter Pan remind you of Marilyn Manson? I quit. Hold on.
Because his entourage are like his Lost Boys.
What?
I don't know. Today's a weird day. Should I have said?
I'm just picturing.
Should I have
I'm
said?
just picturing Marilyn Manson in fucking green tights now, and I can't.
Should I have said Jeffree Star?
I was gonna say James Charles because more shit. No, because
he would be
more
Tinkerbell.
shit. He totally would be a bald ass Tinkerbell.
Oh no! You know that was fake. Apparently, that was like a prank. Thank God.
How the hell did he? Well,
the bald cap.
Yeah, it just makeup. It looks very realistic.
Dude, it looks so realistic. But I think he had somebody that does movie makeup come in and do it. That would have been so.
Excuse me.
No, he has his hair's fine.
But there was more allegations coming out about him that he was like sending like nudes to like unsolicited nudes to like underage guys or something like that. That's why I thought you were talking about him.
Probably Jeffrey doing it.
Oh my god, it probably was.
That voicemail that Jeffrey talked about for like eons and eons that he had about James, about that guy that came out about James, that apparently was a guy that Jeffrey like paid off.
I believe it.
That wasn't real. That's why he was so excited about it.
God.
Back to Disney. You know what? Honestly,
Back
before
to
we
Disney.
before we move on from him, though, on a serious note, he definitely could have been a fucking Disney villain.
Marilyn.
No, Jeffrey.
Oh, I was like, honestly, both of them probably
I
could
mean,
have, but
Manson
more
definitely, but Manson's more like that creepy fucking figurine that you see in a movie that like you don't want to see, that has like one scene.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like that
Yeah.
evil, like.
But Jeffrey could definitely.
He could be like Jeffrey could be like an
villain.
evil sorcerer.
Yeah.
That would summon Marilyn Manson to come and rain hell on fucking town. Disney, pick this up.
No, do not hire these people. Do not give them more money. I mean, what?
No, they could fucking have
You know what I
people
mean?
play them. Have Nicolas Cage play Marilyn Manson.
Oh my fucking god!
And then we'll have
No.
who was the one that played the Ice Queen in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the Snow Queen or whatever?
Oh, Anne
That one?
Hathaway?
No.
Wait, where did Anne Hathaway come from? Oh, she. You know what? I was thinking of Alice in Wonderland. I
Yeah.
don't know why. I just thought of the White Queen.
The one that
in
played
Lion-
the devil in I'm sorry, not the devil. She played an angel in Constantine as well.
Tilda Swinton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally could have played Jeffrey.
She was in a movie with Tom Hiddleston where they were vampires. Did you see that?
No, but she's fucking crazy. I really like her.
I like her too. The honestly, this movie I'm referring to with her and Tom was the Last Lovers Left Alive, and I was really excited about it. And then it just wasn't what I expected, but I think it's because I went into it thinking, "Oh, I'm going to see some hot vampire shit with Tom Hiddleston." But it's actually a super sad story because they are struggling to find blood. That it, I think this might be. Oh, I hope that this is correct. Someone will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought like people are infected and like basically it's hard to find clean blood. So like they're robbing
Oh, okay.
hospitals and to get like blood bags and shit like that. I don't know. It just wasn't what I expected. I wanted to see some like crazy shit, like violence and horror, like, and I just didn't get it.
And this was supposed to be a Hallmark vampire movie.
It was supposed to be like, well, it was not a Hallmark vampire movie, but wait,
not blood, gore, and violence.
Definitely, like it's just it's an indie film. It's an indie flick. What's going on?
I had to adjust myself.
Her microphone for those listening, not watching. Okay, so what's like your favorite score then? Which movie has your favorite score?
What is that noise?
I don't know. Is it this? Because I'm holding onto the mic for some stupid fucking reason.
He was like,
Sleeping Beauty.
I think it would be a toss up between
toss up between
Tarzan or Lion King.
Okay.
Even though Put That Thing Back Where It Came From or So Help Me from Monsters Inc. is probably like one of the jammiest.
It's so good.
Put that thing back where it came from or So Help Me. So help me. So help me and cut.
Perfect. I have
That's
to.
a follow up to She's Out of Her Hair. She's out of our hair. Why didn't I wear my Monsters Inc. hoodie? I'm such a dingbat. I did have a Hey Hey shirt on before I changed into my Rammstein hoodie, and I didn't like the way the Hey Hey shirt looked.
Wait, like hey, like our intro, hey.
No, like Hey Hey, the rooster from Moana that ends up on the boat with her.
Well, To be
Yes, I have a
fair,
hey shirt.
had no idea we were going to be discussing Disney today. Otherwise, I got some shit in my arsenal too. I could have wore.
And that's the other reason why I was like, I have like Disney stuff, and Gail doesn't have a Disney shirt prepared, which is fine because I told you last minute.
Honestly,
So I went,
I didn't
I went
really have
Rumstein.
I didn't really have anything in mind that like I know we just like to kind of sit down and just like go off, and I have fun doing that. But when you started playing the Disney songs, I'm like,
Tell me all about it.
no one slick as Gaston. LeFou is gay for Gaston.
Remember when we pulled into Target blasting that, and people were like, just they're like, hello, good world.
Yo, let me tell you, we when this shit is over and we can go to Disney mask free, because that's going to be the next time I'm going. I refuse to go during this pandemic and when we have to wear masks in Fantasyland where they have Gaston's Tavern. Okay. It is the coolest fucking thing. They have his little throne with the antlers.
Stop. That has to be our first stop.
The first fucking stop. I will walk right past that damn castle, even though like it's freshly painted and stuff. Like, fine.
I'm not really feeling the paint job though. I think they should have left it
I
and
think
just
it
repainted it the
looks.
way the original colors were.
I think it looks beautiful, but the colors are reminiscent of Sleeping Beauty's castle, which are like that
Yeah, and that's supposed
mauvey
to be
rose
Cinderella's
gold.
color. I was just gonna say now it's like Aurora's castle. Did they officially say that it is Aurora's castle now?
No, no, they didn't. I mean, it's supposed to be Cinderella's castle.
Disney,
I don't get it.
you're drunk. Go home.
You're fucking drunk, Disney. That is not Cinderella's castle. Cinderella's castle is like navy, robin's egg slash cerulean
And
and white. That's it.
And maybe like gold trim in some parts, right?
Yeah, but there
But
ain't
not
no
rose
fucking
gold.
there's no fucking pink. There's no pink.
Everything has to fucking be pink now. Can I tell you how much I can't stand pink?
Hold on.
I can't stand.
There's
the
a
color
title of
pink.
the episode.
What? I can't stand pink. Why is everything?
Why the fuck is everything so pink now?
Seriously, everything though.
Like, well, what are you thinking of?
Even my living room's pink.
Wait, wait, what?
It's more like
on.
desert rose.
Back up.
It's
Back
like my
up.
lipstick.
Back up with your desert rose.
That's a good Sting song.
Ba-
Desert rose, lay.
Back up with your desert rose. What's a pink?
What's a pink?
What's a pink? It's
I
a
don't
me.
know. I just feel like whenever I go to the store and I see something cute, it's like, yeah, that would look cute in black, but no, it's in pink. I mean, I am like exactly.
I am not a big wearer of pink stuff.
But your vape's pink.
I do like pink accessories.
See?
I do like pink things.
See what I mean?
I do. It's not my favorite color, but I will tell you right now.
Pink is toxic.
Why do you say pink is toxic?
Because even if you don't like pink, like someone like me, I still have pink things though. Why?
Oh, wow. That's a very interesting question. I feel like I have to examine my room.
Like
now.
purple, you could get away with. Like, if you don't like purple, you don't have purple. But I feel like even for the people that don't like pink, like look at guys. Like the manliest of men will sit there and be like, "Yeah, whatever, pink. You're pink. I don't like pink." And then they'll have a fucking coral shirt in their fucking closet.
Rose gold.
Yeah, that's pink, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking pink.
But you know what I mean, though. That's the only color like that happens. You don't hear people saying, "Oh, I don't like the color," like the color black. Even though black is technically, isn't it the absence of color?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Is the absence.
But you don't hear people saying, "Oh, I don't really like wearing, black clothing."
No, I know. I get what you're saying.
I'll see people say like, "Oh, I like wearing brighter color clothing."
Mm-hmm. I was just looking at because I have a treadmill like being delivered on Monday, right? So I'm like, I tried on my New Balances. I don't like the way they feel. By the way, I just realized there's a little bit of pink detail on them, and I didn't even intend. It was like it's a black and white sneaker, but there's a little bit of pink. Anyway, but I wanted a new pair of sneakers, and I want a fucking good pair because I feel like every one that I get is just I'm not spending the right amount of money to get a high quality shoe. I know that I'm not. But I've never been a sneaker person. So I started looking at high tops because that'll give me ankle support. And I found these fucking hot pink Nike high tops. And they stood out like, I'm like, maybe. But if I find something that's like a hot purple, maybe too, or like an orange, like I would definitely get that. But yeah, that's funny that you're talking your hatred for pink.
I don't like pink.
But your lips are pink.
I know.
A little bit.
That's exactly my point. I don't like it, but I wear it. I got a shirt the other day that has pink in it.
What do you relate like the color pink to? Like if you could give it like
The only pink thing that I actually could sit here and say that I absolutely love and adore, besides Patrick Star, is the Pink Panther. Oh, I think the Cheshire Cat. Well, the Cheshire Cat's pink and purple though.
Yes, he is.
So like thinking of pink things off the top of my head. I know there's probably a lot of people listening to this. Like, I can think of something pink that I like. I'm 5 years old. Grow up. I like Patrick Star and I like the Pink Panther.
I plead everybody right now to just go look in the favorite, like one of your favorite rooms in your house, and just you'll find something pink, according to Lucy Buddha. I like
It's
this.
true though.
I like
Whether it's
this.
a flower or like maybe a poster, like a poster you have.
The little skunk and Bambi, right? He was a skunk, right?
It was a skunk.
Flower.
Flower.
Oh,
That's you.
it really has been me lately. I've been a very happy, lucky little duck lately.
If you were a Disney character, that's who you'd be. Who did we figure out that I'd be? Remember we were talking about this the other day? We were saying like, oh, like not even looking like, oh, that's your favorite Disney character. It's just personality wise and everything. If you were a Disney character,
I immediately thought of Pain and Panic from Hercules, like one of them. What do you think?
I could see that because as much as I strive to be Hades, I'm definitely them with the fucking Hercules memorabilia. What is that?
Well, at least you're not a fucking blushy skunk, because apparently that's me right now.
Oh, that's adorable.
All right, well then
I would get a tattoo of
I
flower on me
but
for
then,
you.
But then
I would. That would be so fucking cute. You're gonna get panic on yourself for me.
No,
That's what
no,
I mean. We have to
absolutely
think of
not.
something else for me.
You know why?
I could see that though.
Because I'm thinking of how you refer to yourself, and like when you send me memes and say that's me right now, it's usually some character in that that's like those two.
I'm like Mike Wazowski. I love Sully, and I strive to be Sully, but I'm like Mike Wazowski.
I would love to be Sully as well, but
I'm definitely
just
Mike.
not. I am Lady Tremaine. Okay, I am a crabby bitch.
It's alright. Mary's Roz
Roz?
from Monsters Inc.
Oh my
Always
God.
watching.
Oh my God, Mary.
She always admits to that, though. We could say that, though, because she hasn't listened to one episode of her podcast yet. She told me that the other day.
Wow, Mary. Wow.
That's her right now.
And I liked you. I don't know about you now. It's
I
don't know. I actually love you. And
I'm gonna force feed her episodes.
I listen. I call her the booty goddess or something like that. Goddess booty? Because this girl, like, she works out so much, and well, I don't know what her regimen is now or whatever, but at one point I thought that she worked out like crazy.
She does.
And she just has the best looking butt I've ever seen. Like, and I'm like, I wish that was my ass. But here I am, and here I am, and I've been quite lazy these past couple months with exercising, hence why I'm giving myself a kick in the ass with this treadmill purchase, and hopefully I'll have a goddess booty of my own that I'm proud of.
And then we're gonna start going to the gym every Friday.
Holy shit!
When you come here.
Well, the reason why I stay away from the gym. Like, I know I totally understand why you go, and I understand that like it motivates you. It's like a thing that you do that you keep
Not only
going.
that, now it's at the point where it's like even if I don't want to go, like yesterday, I was in a really foul mood. I went to the gym. I felt so much better, and I didn't even like want to go, but I walked in and I came out and I was like, bleh!
Well, yeah, because you just all those like fucking endorphins. All those endorphins, you walk out of there feeling good, and that's the point.
Just had to do that.
That's a
Look at the little fuzzball in the background.
Where?
Look at the picture of us with Jason Momoa. That's a nice background.
It is.
That's such a good picture of us too.
It really is. I fucking love that picture. I mean, it was many pounds ago for both of us,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
No, I agree, but we just look genuinely happy in that picture.
And we are. We are genuinely happy in
I'm
that
gonna get
photo.
it.
I feel, yeah, yeah, go get the picture. On this day, we on this day in 2017, we went to Nassau Coliseum. I'm sure. Well, we mentioned this on one of our prior episodes, and
We did for Black Sabbath, right?
yeah, I'm pretty sure we did for because in this photo, Jason Momoa is wearing a Black Sabbath shirt, and he was such a sweet individual. And let's lift that picture up.
Wah, wah, wah.
Jesus, look at that chin on me. But
You
I'm
have a little
happy
chin
as
on me
fuck.
too.
I'm happy as fuck in that picture.
But now look at us. Look at our chin lines now. We used to edit our chins to look like this.
Yeah, and now look, there's so little left.
Yeah, I have a little left too, but still, look at comparison wise though
Oh, I know.
to what we were.
That's fucking crazy. Wow. Like I was like, you remember cover Gail, like covering me up, Gail.
No, I was trying to.
No, I know. I was about 315, 320 right there. Pounds. Isn't that fucking nuts? Like
You just get rid of these. Look at that face though.
like he had like a bright smile. You know what's funny is most of the
That's me.
photos as they were being laid out, we didn't see him smiling like that in the rest of them.
None of them.
So it was none. Yeah. No.
Literally, and not trying to be like, oh, he wasn't smiling in any of the pictures. No, like no joke. He was smiling, but he didn't. No one got a teeth smile like that.
You gotta you approach them with good energy.
It's probably because I was crying.
I was gonna say I went up there with pretty solid energy because I told you my thing I do is exhaust myself so I act normal. She just cried. So between the both of us, he was probably like, "Oh my god,
You're so hot though."
mm-hmm.
That's not why I cried. It was because it was more like just like a, wow, he's there.
Yeah, I mean it's a very unique feeling being able to stand in front of someone that like
especially so nice
inspire
too.
you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like on top of it, it's just like you kind of hope these people are assholes, so you could be like, oh wow.
Yeah.
But he wasn't at all.
No, he totally wasn't.
I could see him in a Disney movie.
I was just thinking that whether it's the voice or maybe it's because she got me a coloring book at Target. A Jason Momoa coloring book. So now it just in my head, I'm thinking, wow, how cool would he look actually drawn as an animated character? I think that he would have worked really well probably in Moana if they didn't have Dwayne Johnson for what was his name? I'm sorry, the character Maui. Yeah, I think that he would have worked really well. He has the aesthetic. But alas,
true story. Dwayne's daughter
mm-hmm.
had no idea. His little daughter had no idea that he did the voice of Maui, and she's obsessed with Moana. And he tried like telling her like a bunch of times, and then like she was like, "No, Daddy, that's not you."
Oh my God.
And he's like, "No, it's really me." And he like even like sang her the song like as the song was on, like as they were watching it to try to get her to like believe him. Finally, she did, and now that she believes him, it's like easily like 30 times before she goes to bed at night.
I could imagine.
I'm gonna pull it up on Instagram because there's definitely a video of it.
I feel actually that you may have sent this to me. It's super cute.
Like the Kiss a Go Goat song?
The what?
Like the Kiss a Go Goat? From from Ghost. That Ghost video.
Oh my god, this son of a bitch.
Can we just talk about how gorgeous this little girl's eyes are?
I wonder if that'll go in. Oh my god, she is so beautiful. Oh,
precious.
Do you know how old she is?
I want to say she's between 3 and 5, maybe.
She's so cute. Cute. David, ew. Oh, my cousin Alexis got me Schitt's Creek pajamas. On like the pants, they have like the motel key and like the roses. Fucking awesome. Shout out to Alexis. I love you, girl.
Where'd she get? I really like those. Did you ask her? I did
I did.
not.
I did not ask her.
Oh, hi,
Shit.
Marge.
I saw that. I saw that meme. That was good. Can you believe that, like, this time last year, it was like the last normal week of our lives and we had no fucking idea?
You don't have Google Photos, do you?
No.
Look at the people that come up.
Bro, her gallery, it's like her nieces, me, her, but then it's like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, a fucking donkey.
That's Jeffrey Dean Morgan's donkey.
Oh my god. Jeffrey Dean Morgan has a donkey. Why didn't I know? Look at Lele. Look at the fat cat. What the fuck?
I'm just
There's
gonna show everybody because I don't care. It's Google Photos.
oh my
Nikki
god.
Six, my niece, my nephew.
Why can't
Who's that underneath? Oh, that's you under Nikki Six, the fat cat. Then
Oh
there's
yeah.
Marilyn Manson, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jason Momoa was in there.
Yeah,
I don't know why it's
it's
not
not focusing.
focusing.
And,
Phil and Salmo, I saw. Jeff Goldblum.
and then Shane Dawson underneath Jason Momoa, like, oh.
It was Shane Dawson on
And
your
then
phone.
James
Problematic.
and Chris Clements' picture.
Oh my god. I can't right now. I don't know if I have Google Photos, but
You have to get it. It's so convenient.
I think that my phone kind of categorizes people by face, like within the gallery. Can put it by the mic, maybe. I don't know if you can hear it. That's so cute.
Right? But like every night when she goes to bed, she's like, "Daddy, sing it one more time." And
Oh my god.
he's posted it on his stories a bunch of times. It's like he's like, "All right, for the 68th time tonight," and he'll like post. He's such a good guy though.
He's
He's
he's real sweet.
he is.
Little poopsie.
You know what's funny? I've loved The Rock since Can You Smell What the Rock's Cooking? Like when he first came out, like in
I thought he was
WWF.
handsome. I wasn't always into I wasn't into wrestling,
I had the biggest crush on him even then.
but
I'm not even gonna
I
lie.
met quite a few wrestlers with you though. Like I wasn't like really into it where I watched it all the time, but I did go to a match with you. I met Randy Orton, Edge, the Hardy brothers. I feel like there was one. I don't know if there was one more person, but definitely those four. And
Did you go to Kane? No, right?
no, I missed Kane.
You didn't go to Shawn Michaels.
So maybe it was just those four,
Yeah.
but I liked it enough to go and see the ones I thought were hot, but like
And then we went to the Royal Rumble.
yes, yes we did.
It was fucking fun.
I was so into Edge, and now I look back on it, and it's like he's definitely a good looking guy, but what's the
He's such a tool.
yeah
I love him, but he's such a tool.
yeah.
Randy Orton was definitely more of a tool than he was.
Randy was not nice. He was just
Remember
not
he
nice.
came out and he was like blowing kisses at her. Like, sit the fuck down, son.
I know he was a fucking tool, and I think
Hardys were awesome.
I think yeah they were both cool. I think that with Randy though, I remember because it was both Randy and Edge like sitting next to each other and signing. So whoever comes up to take a photo, you have to get in the middle of them. And I was talking to Edge the whole time, and Randy had like this strange attitude about that. It's like really guy.
Edge was definitely
Like-
more approachable.
Like you're telling me that people don't go up there just to talk to you and don't pay attention to Edge. That is kind of unfair. They grouped them like that. I think
they were tag team partners at the time. They had no choice. Well, it's
Oh,
not that they didn't have a choice, but it's
I get
they
it.
kind of didn't and didn't like.
Yeah, I get it.
And the
Even-
Hardys were
even
brothers,
still.
so it was like
Well, that-
usually they had a
that's
wrestler
different.
come with a girl, like with one of the divas.
Yeah, I never met any of the divas, unfortunately.
I met I met a couple of them. I honestly don't. I know the only one that I remember off the top of my head. I know there was some girl with cane. I forget her name though. Um, I think Shawn Michaels was the only.
I'm trying to remember the. While you're talking, I really want to fucking look up.
Maria was the only one that I remember, like off the top of my head, that I met. I met her with Batista. Batista was an absolute sweetheart.
Lita. Lita? Yeah, that was.
She's
I
still
was like
around.
redhead. Who?
She used to fuck around with Matt Hardy, and then she left Matt Hardy for Edge.
Shit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
because it was like
Even
the
I would
three of
pick
them.
Matt over Edge.
It was, they were like, I guess it was like how like D-Generation X had like a group of like a couple dudes.
Mm-hmm.
It was they had like a thing going where it was the Hardys and like Lita was always there because of like Matt, but it was like the three of them. Like she dressed like how they did with like the fishnets and like bondage pants and shit like that. It was cool. But then she was a weenus.
I wish that's how I could dress like every day.
Same.
Right? I just wish it was like acceptable.
Remember UFOs?
Do I ever? There was a girl that in my freshman class that she lent me her white UFO pants, and I never gave them back.
I remember those. I remember.
I
I'm thinking of like a
never gave them
particular
back.
picture in mind. Do they still have those?
If they do, I have not seen a single person wearing them. Like not to one. But I loved that. And I loved how comfortable they were. I also love that they didn't like, show your shape because, when I was younger, I was
Kids that look like them.
I think that just teenagers in general are just insecure about their bodies. So when I saw those, I was like, yes.
Now they're
something
called rave
baggy
pants.
What are they?
Like look, pink. The first pair that comes up, pink. Those they look like UFOs.
Yeah.
That's it. They have shit like that now.
Yep. And they're pink.
Pink.
But yeah, I never gave those pants back, and I feel that they're actually buried in my closet still, like in the larger closet, like where all of the like decorations are, my hallway closet.
What is it, Zoolander?
I don't fucking know what that is. Those are like UFO, but like bell bottom UFOs. They're super light color, so I don't know if it's gonna show up, but it looks like a flare.
The dude, I'm gonna put this on our fucking stories. The dude looks like fucking Zoolander. Who the fuck?
I just bought a pair of mom jeans recently. Thanks, Lauren, actually, because she was like, I think you look really good in a pair of mom jeans. Now, when you think of mom jeans, they're I think the traditionally like super baggy 90s, you have no ass in these jeans.
Can we buy a pair of UFOs for next episode?
Sure.
Because apparently they still have a website and they're from New York.
Okay. We'll see.
They have some sick lime
those
green
would be
ones.
really fucking noisy. I don't know about that.
It's like wearing a windbreaker on your legs.
I'd wear orange. I would wear orange.
I like they had like a pair I quickly saw. They had like a lime green.
Do you have mom jeans?
I do.
Yeah.
My black jeans I have are mom jeans.
Okay.
I like them. They're fucking super comfy.
I thought that they were gonna look super baggy on me.
We should have looked today in Target, but we really weren't like going over to the clothes. But they have really nice mom jeans.
I really like the way that they fit, and I didn't anticipate that because like first of all,
because we're cat moms.
Fuck all these TikTokers, man. These Generation Z TikTokers. Like, do you see? Oh man, like you're old if you part your hair on the side and you wear skinny jeans, and I forgot what the third thing was. It was just like so fucking stupid, and I'm like, do you realize actually that everyone that parts their hair in the center looks like they're 12?
As I have my hair parted on the side.
Me too, because it's a symmetry thing, like which it's not to my surprise that Generation Zers don't understand. It is a symmetry thing. If you part your hair, just try parting your hair on the side. You look like a totally different fucking person. Just like how I would look like a different person if I parted in the center. I used to when I was like 14. Does this prove the point that actually we're old because we're partying on the side?
I don't
But
know what happened. Parting your hair on the side makes you old.
I have absolutely no fucking idea. These are the same generation that ate fucking Tide Pods, so I really don't. I don't know. I don't get their logic. And skinny jeans, I don't really get that either.
So what the hell are they wearing? Bell bottoms?
I don't know.
I don't
I
fucking get it.
I have no fucking idea.
Short shorts that show their asshole?
Probably, actually.
I can't. When I see kids like in the summertime walking around with like clothes that don't fit them, whether it's too baggy or it's too small, it irks me. Does that mean I'm getting old?
No, it doesn't. It just means that people that are fucking 12, 13, 14 nowadays are showing more of their body than they should.
If my
And the
daughter
parents are
came to
not
me
doing their job.
and she
Like,
had,
cover your little boobies up. You're barely developed, okay?
oh, I don't even
Cover
mean
up.
that.
And no, but
I don't. I feel
their
like,
fashion in general, right? You were talking about like their buttholes are showing basically.
well,
Like,
in
it's
general,
so.
I feel like when it comes to summer attire, when it comes to like tweens, I feel like they always have, and I know people are gonna laugh when they hear this. It's always the same outfit. It's always a girl that's like 80 pounds. She has on like a 2XL sweatshirt on,
Hmm.
or like t-shirt that's rolled up or cropped or cut or whatever, so it's a crop top, and then shorts on that the sweatshirt's always covering the shorts. But even if they like lift the sweatshirt up, the shorts are like booty shorts, like underwear,
Yeah.
and then like tennis shoes.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same outfit every single time. It's always a sweatshirt that's 5 times the size on them,
I don't get
and
that
then
shit.
shorts that are literally like my dad would never let me walk out of the house with shorts on like that.
You know,
It literally like looks like underwear.
I mean, I'll admit that I definitely got
Like, yeah, wear what
outfits.
you want, but like, I'm sorry, like, there's a lot of fucking creepy ass people in this world, and I just, I don't know. It's
Well,
sad that you have to look and say, oh, like, I can't wear this out because I don't want people to look at me and think creepy things, but unfortunately, that is the world we have to live in.
well, and didn't you ever buy any outfits that you know, that your parents didn't like?
Dude, I went out on Halloween this past year, and I didn't think, like, I was like, if I have to walk into a gas station with this outfit on right now, like, I'm in trouble.
Mm.
I had short shorts on. I bent over. You could probably see my asshole when I bent
Oh,
over,
Jesus.
and fishnet stockings on. And I went into 7-Eleven and I was getting looks left and right. And I was like, ew, gay, let me go here. And I ran out with my tennis shoes on.
I
Point
definitely
proven. Like pink,
feel
like the color pink.
like the color pink. Well, I guess when I was that age, I liked getting like those hot topic corsets a lot, and obviously those were things that my parents didn't approve of. But I would go out wearing something else and change while I was out, so I can't even sit here and say that, oh, I was a little angel. I
Oh,
wasn't,
I wasn't either.
but I think that it's like what's missing is like the fear of the parents nowadays, because kids will walk out of the house just as so,
And parents half the time are
and
on their
not,
phones and don't care.
and like not even try and hide it. And like I'm not a mother, but personally, if my kid goes to walk out of the house wearing something provocative, I'm not going to say to myself, oh, well, at least, like, she's not hiding it from me. No, that's not the right fucking way to look at things. It's like saying, oh, at least, oh, they're drinking in the house, oh, at least she's not out partying somewhere. Like, no, if your kid is fucking young, 13, 14 years old, they shouldn't be downstairs getting drunk with their friends, because
Not only that,
that's,
if something happens to one of those other kids,
oh, yeah, that's it.
you are so
That's it.
fucked.
It's different if like you're sitting at dinner, you know, and you want to give the kid a little bit of wine if you're having like a Sunday night
Yeah,
dinner
that's
like that.
one
That's
thing, but
that's whatever. But
condoning kids to drink in your basement, I mean, if that kid goes to, is like, oh, I'm going to walk home, and you go up to bed and you're like, oh, the kids are safe downstairs. That kid goes to walk home and something happens as the kid's walking home. Like,
hmm I was, you
no,
know,
not worth it.
at least when I can say I look back on my like teen years now and say I appreciate that I was afraid of my parents.
Yeah, same.
I appreciate that I was, because yes, I did dumb shit. Yes, of course, I broke some rules, but in
But they
the
always got mad for the
end,
smartest reasons.
they really did. They really did. Like, I snuck out of my side door, and then, a couple of times I get caught. What does my father do? He takes planks of wood and boards it up. so no one can come in and I can't leave. And if I try, then they will hear me trying to get out. And that's what he did.
And they kept you from going to see Marilyn Manson when you were 15.
Oh my God. I was like, oh. But you know what? Again, that's something that I'm thankful for. Of course, I threw a hissy fit back then. I won 2 tickets on K Rock, and I'm really aging myself. I won 2 tickets on K Rock. I was 14, and yeah, both of them were just like, nope, it's not fucking happening. And I threw a fit, but I look back on it now and I'm like, shit, like that's probably the one of the best things that they saved me from in a way. It's kind of like okay, it's a different level, but like let's just say those tickets were for Woodstock 99. It's the level of I would have not have been safe one way or another.
Paul went to Woodstock 99.
Crazy motherfucker. Holy shit.
I watched a documentary on it with Chia, and we were like watching it and laughing, and we were like, holy shit, that's crazy. Like, people were going fucking nuts. And Paul looked at us with the straightest face, and he was like, well, you would too if Gatorade was $12 a bottle. And I was like, oh, what? He's like,
Bro,
yeah, shit was bad. I was like, you were there? He's like, mm-hmm.
That was definitely, I remember seeing, obviously they didn't show everything on MTV, but they showed a lot of it. It was all edited stuff, you know,
parking was
pixeled out.
$57.
Oh,
they fucking reamed people that day.
Fuck that.
And everyone was so pissed off, and Fred came out and started playing break stuff. And that's what really, like, there was shit already going on, but that's like, Fred even said there was a point where there was a piece of wood going past him in the crowd, like a plank of wood, and he was like, oh, that's cool, they brought me wood so I could go like surfing on. And he fucking stood on the piece of wood.
I remember that because I distinctly remember looking up.
It was one of the shacks.
Yeah.
And he didn't even know until after the song. It was one of the shacks that was like selling food or Gatorade or merch or something. One of the merch stands.
Was that the concert where the Chili Peppers played with socks in their dicks?
Could have been.
I feel like it was something.
I'd have to look into that.
But that Woodstock 99, that was mayhem. From what I
could have been in a Disney movie.
It's like the final fucking showdown. What is this? Mud people attacking a Gatorade vendor.
Mud people. You know, Frozen was supposed to be like a totally different, not a totally different story, but totally different outcome.
I didn't. Do you know the original ending? What is it?
Because they wanted to put it in Kingdom Hearts, the last Kingdom Hearts game, and Disney said no. They wanted to pretty much turn Elsa into a direwolf. Like that was she was supposed to turn into her spirit animal.
Shut the fuck up. That would have been so badass.
But then she would have became evil. Instead, they made her like turn good because they knew all these little girls were going to look up to her as an idol, and they didn't want her to look bad.
Okay. I do understand that, but
how crazy would that have been?
But I'm an adult, and I would definitely have liked to have seen something like that.
I've seen sketches of it. It looked pretty fucking gnarly.
Yeah?
Oh. It was like an ice dire wolf.
Oh my God. That would look so fucking badass.
Well, that's me right now.
That's me right now.
I'm hungry.
Same. I have more chicken at that. I can eat chicken every single day of my life. I'm sick. Chicken teriyaki.
I think I don't know if I want to make a salad. I got these strawberries. Strawberry with mixed greens and balsamic.
That sounds good.
Tiddlywinks.
Tiddlywinks. Well, in that case, we're going to go eat now. Hope that you enjoyed this conversation about Disney and Jeremy Irons.
And Marilyn Manson as Peter Pan.
And Marilyn Manson as Peter Pan, apparently.
I'm going to Photoshop a picture of his ass in a leotard. What's a song from fucking Peter Pan? You can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Imagine it.
You can fly. What's the...
Imagine Marilyn Manson.
Don't.
Like in the tune of Sweet Dreams. You can fly,
You can fly. No, that's the one with Jonathan Davis. Wait, hold on. I gotta hear myself. Hold on. Hold on.
That sounded pretty
You can fly. You can fly. I don't know who I sound like, really. Who do I sound like?
like Jimmy Durante.
Oh my god. I fucking quit.
What are other songs from Peter Pan, though, on a serious note? You know what the best part about Peter Pan was? TikTok, the fucking crocodile.
Oh my god, what are the other songs in Peter Pan?
I want to say When You Wish Upon a Star, but it's
No,
not. That's Jiminy Cricket.
That's
Yo, Jiminy
Pinocchio,
Cricket,
bro.
yo, he's
Hold
a
on.
funny motherfucker. I started rewatching that movie a couple weeks ago because it's been like eons since I watched that. And the opening scene where Jiminy's like talking and he's walking down the street, and he's like, "Oh, a fire." And he looks and he sees like the fire burning in Geppetto's like house, and he goes in through the little crack, and he's like this, and he's warming his ass in front of the fire, and he's like, "That's me."
Okay, the title of this episode is now updated. It's gonna be That Jiminy is a Funny Motherfucker.
Jiminy.
That's it.
Yo, I love him though.
That's it.
he's
No,
a
I
little
like him
pisser.
too. I like him too.
He falls asleep in the little matchbox.
But before we go, I just can't fucking okay. Prince John. Prince John. As far as villains go, I mean, like Scar is number 1, but number 2 for me is, even though he's such like a little piss baby, he's like this overgrown man child, like prissy brat. But he is considered a villain, and he's hilarious.
So the new name of the episode is That Jiminy is a funny
Is a
motherfucker. This episode is dedicated to Prince John.
What?
Mommy. If I just suck my thumb, I probably have
Lipstick.
yeah.
No, notice how I pantomimed it. I just made the sound. We're both wearing About Face lipstick today. Good job, Halsey. Good
She's
job.
a girl. Let's give it up for the girls.
Congratulations on your pregnancy and also the launch of your cosmetics company. Also, this is her this is her highlighter as well, but I didn't put too much of it on. It's just a little natural glow.
Just a little vavoom.
A little vavoom. Okay, so let's go eat some chicken.
Love you guys. We'll see you soon.
Love you guys. Stay Gary, Sarah Gary.
Stay Gary, Gary.